Stone.
And he's also accompanied by Burrito.
Their tag team partners, first from Gun Barrel, Texas, weighing in at 386 pounds, the Big Texan. His tag team partner from Petticoat Junction, weighing 220 pounds, he is the Night Train, Gary Jackson.
Gary Jackson clearly coming back way too early.
Well, you might be right about that.
Of course I'm right.
Nick Ridenauer calls for the bell. It is the Night Train and the Sheik starting things off. How about that? The Night Train be a bit of preemptive striking here, sending the Sheik right into the Soldier of Fortune.
By his hair. The bottom line is you're going against two members of Devastation Incorporated who are brutal and violent already. And you're going to go in with a target on your body.
Fists of fury to the midsection of Sheik Prater.
You are going to actually show everybody that you're injured.
Look at that. He sent Sheik Prater to the mat.
All they got to do is work. Look, see, he's already hurt.
Scattering like roaches.
He's already hurt. He came back too early. He's letting his guts override what brains he's got.
I tell you what, we've talked about how the locker room has to band together to fight off forces such as the Dogtown Underground and Devastation Incorporated. What we have here is a great example of that. Both Gary Jackson and the Big Texan have been on the wrong end of attacks recently from Devastation Incorporated, so now they're teaming up to see if they might be able to give a little pain and punishment themselves.
Yeah, and that's all fine and dandy. A, they're going to fail, and B, all this shows is how stupid Gary Jackson is.
Why are you always yelling?
Because I have to talk over you. And the bottom line is, he's hurt.
Oh, big splash. Let me tell you what, with those injured ribs and midsection.
That's exactly my point.
Splash from the 300 and almost 50-pound Sheik would have been very bad for the Night Train.
That's my point. And you talk about, everybody's got to band together to do this and do that. If he's killed or crushed or he has to go to the hospital for 6 months.
Look at him. Look at Gary.
He's already down.
He's trying to catch his breath. He's obviously not 100%.
That's right. And so you're going to go into a battle with Devastation Incorporated when you're not 100%. Yeah. And you're going to tell me that's smart?
Some people have guts. I know you wouldn't know what that's like.
So he's got more guts than brains.
And he's got more guts than people like you affiliate with.
I'm not a wrestler. I'm a manager and a broadcast journalist and a lawyer and personal friends with Missy Hyatt and Hollywood.
And very, very insecure.
No, I'm quite secure in what I do.
The tag to the Night Train. I think Texan might want to try to take the brunt of this match if he can.
Well, he's afraid. See, he's a coward. He chickened out. He's already tagging in.
There's a lot of things Big Texan is. Afraid is not one of them. The Sheik making the well-timed tag to the Soldier of Fortune, Derek Stone. Oh, and you're right, though. Gary Jackson, he's got a bullseye on his midsection.
Of course I'm right.
Well, why do you have to constantly tell yourself that? Does nobody else ever tell you that?
Are you married? There you go.
Well said.
Thank you.
10 points.
All right.
Gary Jackson dragging Stone into the corner. Now, the Big Texan, he really is going to want to do most of the work here in this one. Oh, look at Gary. He just did an offensive maneuver, and I think he kind of sent himself off balance.
That's exactly right, because he's not 100%. He shouldn't be here.
Look at Texan. He just stomped that size, gosh, who knows what size boot, right into the midsection of Derek Stone and just walked right over.
I know what size boot he wears.
Wow, look at that. You very rarely see anyone manhandle Derek Stone the way the Big Texan just did.
You know what I think the problem here is?
Count of two.
They're all concerned for Burrito's well-being because he's not at ringside. He was here. What'd you say?
I said you're the only one obsessed with burrito.
Do you not like burritos?
I like burrito.
Okay, well, there you go then.
Oh, look at that. You could just hear all of the air exiting the lungs of Derek Stone.
What happens if someone does that to Gary Jackson right now?
Well, that would be a bad business.
Yes. That's what. See, and he's tagging him back in. The guy's got more guts than brains.
Look at this, Gary Jackson.
1, 2, 3,
directing
4,
traffic in there,
5,
help get the Big
6,
Texan
7,
assist.
8.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, he was in there for about 25 seconds. They should be disqualified already. You ever notice that Derek Stone looks a little like Ox Baker?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, just a stomp to the midsection.
That's
Look at
right.
That. I can't imagine the pain
That's right.
that Gary Jackson is in.
It's his own damn fault. He shouldn't be in the ring, and he's wearing a target.
Sheik Prater tagged in.
They should take that wrap off of him and choke him with it.
Now, this is a good learning opportunity for Sheik Prater. We've seen him tag team many times with Attila Khan, but we've never seen him in a tag team with Derek Stone. This is a first-time pairing here, and they're doing pretty well. And you have to say, this is great for Sheik Prater. The more learning trees he can sit under, the more he's just going to evolve and the more dangerous he's going to be.
That's right. And see, he heard me. He started taking off that wrap.
Oh, look at that. He already had the chin lock. Now he's just grabbed the nose, was fish hooking Gary Jackson.
Right. There you go. See, you heard Stephen E. say it. I like it when these guys listen to me.
Derek Stone. Oh. Yeah, Gary Jackson. I admire his tenacity, his bravery, his toughness.
But not his brains.
You have to admit, in a situation like this, he may be a liability rather than
That's
help
what I've been
for the
saying.
big Texan.
That's what I've been saying. Look at that. See? Stupid.
Oh, and now Tex, yeah.
See, the big goof making a mistake.
Well, Nick Ridenauer making sure the big man stays in the corner.
Somebody shut her up.
Big clothesline to the night train.
Yep, and he fell right on those ribs,
What's
too.
the Sheik? Oh, no! Oh, that's
Beautiful.
that big splash that was a big part of the original injury. Texan, I think, might have saved Gary right there.
I think Gary should just lay down, take the pin, and fight another day. Go get checked out somewhere.
Well, here's the deal. The big Texan needed a tag team partner, and Gary Jackson, he's not the type to let a friend of his fight on his own. Even if it puts himself in a bad position, Gary Jackson will always have the back of his friends, and that's what we see right here.
Well,
and even an injured Gary Jackson is more dangerous and certainly more respectful than the types that you're used to. So even an injured Gary Jackson.
So you're telling me you would rather have a Gary Jackson at maybe 20 or 30% than Kowalski at 100%?
Would I? Absolutely right.
You're a moron.
Well, one of us is.
Yeah, and it isn't me.
Oh, one for you, big guy. Derek Stone, shout out to Stephen E. What do they got in mind here? Oh, no. Gary Jackson between a rock and a hard place.
He's
Derek
taking
Stone,
too long.
He's wasting a little bit too much time.
He's taking too long. He's taunting him, though, saying, here's how you do a lariat. Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, Sheik Prater just found out about that lariat. Here's the big Texan. Oh, there's the lariat.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. All it takes is that decapitation via lariat. It just takes one to end the matchup. They were on the receiving end. They were on the defensive most of that matchup, but with Texan, that move is so dangerous. You just need one, and you see what happens. It got him the victory.
They made a mistake. Derek Stone took too long. But you notice as soon as he had a chance, Gary Jackson immediately crawled over and made the tag.
Well,
he knew he couldn't do it himself.
Hey.